Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour.
The first thing I am going to say on July the 10th on a Monday night is, man, oh man, did I miss. I really miss this Power Pro Wrestling watch along. Took a couple of days off for the 4th of July weekend, but we're back. Want to say hello to the first person in the room. That's Greg Wayne, who does Wayne's World on Thursday. I highly recommend it. Also, my friend Crazy Gail Brooks. Crazy Gail Brooks, as you see, Greg's information. Thursday is Wayne's World. And Crazy Gail Brooks, I talked about Friday night. Gail got hacked, and I knew Gail was hacked because I got a Facebook Messenger. Hello, Al Tuttle. What's going on? I got a Facebook Messenger last Friday, and it was from Gail, and it said, hello, Randy, this is Gail. Well, first of all, she knows I call her crazy, and she calls me crazy. So calling me Randy doesn't make any sense at all. So I knew that's a little fishy. Then when she asked me for $100, Gail is independently wealthy. She always making money. She always has money. She's not going to ask me. So I knew this was a hacker, so I called Gail, and she said, hey, Crazy Randy. I said, my point exactly. She said, excuse me? I said, did you just ask me for $100? She said, hell no. So I told her about it, and so we cut a promo on there. I want to say hello to Rod W. Robinson. Hello, Rod. What's going on? And my man, the number one fan of Power Pro Wrestling, has all kinds of DVDs of Power Pro, the entire collection. Andrew Calvin Jr. is in the house, and I appreciate that. As we have Al, we have Rod. I want to make sure the First Lady of Power Pro Wrestling, PJ, is said hello to her. I want to say hello to PJ, and everybody else want to say hello. He's back from his trip halfway around the world. Here's Adam Dunn to tell you hello, to tell you what's going on this here show. Here's Adam.
What an introduction there, Randy. Thank you very much. Hey,
I'm just good.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I said I'm just
so
good.
We're going to preview show number 72. We got a video recap coming up of what we saw a couple weeks ago. We'll see an interview with Kid Wicked. We'll see him in action against Jay Gillette. We'll have footage from the Blytheville, Arkansas matches showing Cornette and Bradley attacking Kurt Angle. He'll introduce his new organization, and he makes fun of Vic Grimes. We'll see that. Chris the Dragon Cannonball will be in action against Vic Grimes. Steve Bradley will go against Slick Robbie D. Kurt Angle will be out looking for revenge. And we'll see Mic Tierney going up against Sir Wolfie D. So a good power hour to bring us back from the July 4th.
Good to be back. I want to say hello to my buddy Pat Rose. He called me Saturday night in the middle of my cooking, and he said he would call me back tomorrow, and he didn't. Now he can't call me back today because I'm on the show. Then I go to bed as soon as the show's over. On Tuesday, I do a show. Then I go to bed as soon as the show's over because I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope Camden's doing good, and that concert in Georgia went good. Hope everything's great in your world. Folks from Team Hales, I hope everything's great in your world, and we're going to start the Power Hour. This week's edition, as Adam told you, is show number 72 from April the 28th, 1999, and here we go. Ha, 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 ha. How about that?
In the event the president, that's Randy Hales, cannot perform his duties for any reason, complete control of Power Pro Wrestling will be given to the vice president of the corporation. Mr. Cornette, wait a minute, Cornette, listen up. I'd like you to meet the vice president of Power Pro Wrestling, Mr. Corey Macklin.
What? It's right here in black and white, Cornette.
Yeah. Read it yourself.
We have a matchmaker that Cornette has been talking about. Well, Kevin Christian, I hate to inform you, thank you much. We need your services anymore. You're fired, babe. Let's go.
There you go. See ya.
Thank you very much.
Get out.
Hey, I knew this morning we had to have a new matchmaker. Let's play the music for our new matchmaker of Power Pro Wrestling, huh?
Bring him out here right now.
Let's get him out here. Our new matchmaker is from Bad Street. Brandon Baxter. Can we get Brandon?
Here he comes. Here he comes. Give me a good one.
Power
Ha
Pro
ha ha! Hello, Frank Seaton.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour.
The Power Hour is on the air, live on TV5. We're a little early today. We'll be back to our regular time next week. We got our great Power Hour coming up here today, though. Some new faces today.
Looking forward to a big day on the Power Hour. Power Pro Wrestling, as you mentioned, an early start time today before we got to get up early to keep up with this action. Man,
Exactly right. You know, one of the biggest news on recent injury to young man Doug Gilbert, who everybody knows by Mic Tierney. We'll also have some video of the latest attack by Jim Cornette.
Jim Cornette and all of his thugs. Yeah, he and Steve Bradley. The big incident that took place in Blytheville, Arkansas. We'll have more on that a little later on today as well.
Cornette and the crew will be here today. Brandon Baxter, Wolfie D, much more all coming up on today's Power Hour. I'm Dave Brown with Corey Macklin. In the ring right now, we are just about set to go with the opening match. As soon as we get one more person in here, then we'll be ready to roll.
We will. We'll get ready to ring the bell and get it underway. We're going to see Kid Wicked is about to make his arrival into the Power Hour today. Former Young Guns champion. Here's some words.
One name comes to mind, and that's Kid Wicked. And tonight at the New Daisy, there's a tournament for that title. And I'm going to show everybody in Memphis why the title's mine, and I'm going to do it in a wicked way.
In the ring right now, Jay Gillette, newcomer to Power Pro Wrestling. He is in here. He is quite a star, I understand, in NWA New England. He's from the Boston, Massachusetts area, and he is here today to go against former Young Guns champion Kid Wicked. By the way, coming up tonight at New Daisy Theater, that vacated Young Guns title will be at stake. That's one reason Jay Gillette is in here, to attempt to become the Young Guns champion.
No doubt about it. Jay Gillette with a reversal. Leg scissors takes Kid Wicked down.
Very nice.
First look at Jay Gillette, Dave, here in Power Pro Wrestling. Comes in very highly recommended. Heard a lot about this young man.
I don't remember him at all.
We are looking forward to seeing him in action.
Do you, Adam?
About today on Power Pro Wrestling. Referee Aubrey Wayne is down. Check in and got a little company at ringside, Dave.
Derek King and CB
No,
Watt
other
have
than
been
I think
wandering out here.
he
Why
come
are
in
you
as
here? We've
part
got
of
a match
Cornette's crew.
underway.
You know, I heard y'all here talking about big Young Guns tournament tonight. Well, you know, Dave, I've traveled.
Not that I know of.
Young Guns title for about a year now.
Yep.
And I really think it's time that I win the Young Guns title tonight, you know, with, you know, big tournament going on tonight.
Yeah, I know that's what you said about that
Alex.
Alex Arian that we saw for a couple of weeks. And I don't remember him coming in with Cornette either. I thought he was going to like Steve Bradley.
You seem to have lost focus somewhere along the way, and especially with that CB Wyatt back in your corner. I don't like the looks of that. There's Robbie D out here, too.
The energy of
Everybody.
Yes,
the opening of this show is not where it had been the last few weeks. I can tell that already.
I think I deserve the Young Guns title.
Sometimes when the TV time was changed and was earlier,
You see, I don't come out dancing no more, baby, because
I kind of held back a little bit, especially when it was an hour early start time.
Because I'm the one to be reckoned with.
Well, everybody says they're going to win the title tonight. The two guys in the ring certainly want to. Here comes Alan Steele out here now.
Now, they haven't been here very long in Power Pro, but they finally realized they have some talent, want to give me an opportunity. The first opportunity at the Young Guns title tonight. So I'm telling you now, all you guys listen up, my first shot, I'm taking the title home with me tonight.
Alan Steele, everybody confident that they're going to win that title tonight.
Well, that didn't look like that was played in at all.
The reason that Steve Bradley was a Young Guns title holder is now the Power Pro champion. He can't hold both belts. No. So the Young Guns title is vacated, and now all of these guys think, oh, now it's mine. I don't have to beat a champion.
Whoa, look at Jay Gillette off the top rope. 2 count.
How many times I've won the title right there, and I've never been given the title. Well, tonight I'm going to win the title.
Well, you got to do it in the ring, Derek King. That's all I can say. And neck breaker by Kid Wicked.
Kid Wicked, a 2 count, 3 count. He gets the win. And let me tell you, Kid Wicked has got to go in as the favorite in that tournament tonight. New Daisy on Bill. It's a one-night tournament.
I think we did a great job, and he did a great job. Kid Wicked was great through the first, and this is show number 72. After Cornette got here, there's the Kid Wicked kind of got lost in the shuffle, and he's so talented and had a great vision for himself, and he thought about stuff to do, and I like that. I really did. Not somebody that here's what you have for them and say, I don't like that. Well, what do you have?
Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104.
Here we are.
We are indeed on the Power Hour, and wild things have been going on
I
around here.
would give anything in the world, Adam, if we could find that desk. Me, you, and Brandon Baxter was thinking that earlier, and let's see what's going on here from Blytheville.
In the kitchen area of the concession stands over in Blytheville, yeah.
Steve Bradley working on Kurt Angle back in that kitchen area. And just running wild after the matches were over.
Yeah, there's Cornette.
Cornette continuing on his project to try to hurt everybody.
Cornette throwing all those carts on Angle right there.
Yeah, they're running his head into the, what is that, freezer or cabinets or something there. And then getting all the delivery cartons and anything they can find. And just working Kurt over.
Oh, no, he's not open. That's a freezer over there he's got open. Cornette and Bradley in the, again, this is from last night's action over in Blytheville, Arkansas, Power Pro Wrestling. This is after the match. And, yeah, that's putting him in that freezer there.
Yeah, Cornette with that tennis racket. They're trying to get him in the deep freeze there, in that big freezer. Fire extinguisher. And there's
Brandon Baxter behind that thing.
The matchmaker out there to help rescue Kurt Angle, who was put in the freezer right there. But once again, just a perfect example of that Cornette
the Friday night show, the radio show, live and interactive.
He's got Tierney and Kulka and all those thugs, and they're just running wild. Bradley, all of them running wild.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
No, in spite of the best efforts of everybody else in Power Pro Wrestling.
No doubt about it. Right, here's the music, and we're going to have action coming up here in the ring in just a moment. And
here he is.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Here is James E. Cornette and his crew out here. He's got former matchmaker Kevin Christian. He's got the Power Pro champion, and it's Jimmy Cornette.
Who's going to talk to the man today?
I'm going to talk
to the manipulator of all this great talent today. You know something? It didn't
manipulator
take me
of a bunch of junk is what you are, Cornette.
You know what? We're going to have a fine conversation if you stand there in that ugly-looking suit and don't open your mouth. Let me just run down the points. Let me talk about what's gone on. Let me talk about what this great collection has accomplished. Randy Hales, you are hospitalized, son, and no longer a part of Power Pro Wrestling. And I can't believe how nice this television show is without having to look at that Adam's apple bobbing up and down. Let's talk about... Shut up. Let's talk about Doug Gilbert. Doug Gilbert, thanks to my man, Kulka Tierney. He is hospitalized. He's out of commission. He's injured. And you know something, Dougie? It would all been so simple if you'd have just turned your tail and run. Let's talk about somebody else. Let's talk about Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle has gone back to Olympic land, wherever he came from. You know why? Because we stuck him in a deep freeze and put him on ice. Kurt, didn't your mother ever tell you not to play in those abandoned refrigerators? They can be very dangerous for children. Let me explain something else. Brandon Baxter is in a bad, bad way as matchmaker because he's losing talent left and right. Let me tell you something else. Stunning Steve Bradley, sensational Steve Bradley, sexy Steve Bradley. He is the man that's the Power Pro champion, and he's going to be undefeated for a long time to come. So you see...
Jim, wait a second.
What?
I've never been the type of guy to want to brag about anything that I do. I mean, we can talk all day about how I beat everyone in this company probably tenfold. But the real story of everything here is how you, Jim Cornette, pinned Brandon Baxter in record time. What was that, 3 seconds?
Oh, no, wait a minute now. That's not exactly how it happened. Brandon was knocked out. He was unconscious. He was knocked out cold before the thing ever started.
It's not my fault that Brandon Baxter has personal problems and he was unconscious. The point is, Brandon Baxter, pinned you 1, 2, 3 in 3 seconds at the New Daisy.
So, you're right. So, speaking of Brandon Baxter.
Shut up a second. Brandon Baxter has problems because you ain't got no main event tonight, son. Because Kurt Angle is gone and Steve Bradley's got nobody to defend the Power Pro title against. So you better start booking matches left and right now because we need some more fresh meat. Now,
Hey, speaking of Brandon Baxter, my matchmaker, well, he's got a word for you, Cornette. Brandon, are you back in the back?
Yeah, I'm back here. Listen here, motor mouth Jim Cornette. Can you hear me real good, Jim Cornette? Because you need to listen real carefully. You say that I don't have a main event for the New Daisy Theater tonight? Well, you're wrong. Because the main event is a rematch for the Power Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, your supposed sensational champion, Steve Bradley, against the man who I say and the people think should be the Power Pro champion in Kurt Angle. But it's not just a regular wrestling match, no. It's a marathon match. And what that means is that the match goes 30 minutes. And the winner of the most falls will be the Power Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion and will walk out of the New Daisy Theater with that belt. And Jim Cornette, you've always waited for that one chance, that one opportunity. Well, tonight, for 30 minutes, Jim Cornette, that one opportunity, it doesn't matter. Because the winner of the most falls is the winner of the match. And I don't think you can last 30 minutes at ringside.
Oh, Brandon Baxter, marathon match tonight.
well, let me just say this. I don't think Kurt Angle's even going to show up, but if he does, I guarantee that gum teeth.
There's Big Grimes out.
Jimmy, it looks like you got yourself a little stable here. But there's one problem. I am the innovator of hardcore. And what's going on? The problem is, I'm not involved. Huh? I'm not involved in your little stable. Huh? What's the problem? Huh? What's the problem? How about me? You, this little stable, I'll take you guys to the top. So what you're saying is you want to be part of the organization. Well, you know, Vic, I appreciate that, and that's all very well and good, but you see, you know how sometimes some people just don't fit in with a certain group? You know, whether it be because of their appearance or their financial status or whatever, you know, they don't fit in with a group. Well, you know, I look around and I see Bradley and I see Koch and I see Tierney, great athletes, bodybuilders, beautiful physiques, and then I see, you know, and then I look at myself and Kevin Christian here. I see well-dressed, successful businessmen. And then I look here and I see, it's nice. But I think the most important thing is you know, all this hardcore stuff you do, you know, innovator of violence from out in Monterey, California, or San Jose Concord out on 92nd Street, whatever. I think that's all well and good and fine and great, but the problem is we are not mad at furniture. We don't like to beat up tables and chairs. We like to beat up wrestlers. That's what the deal is. So I tell you what, maybe it'd be the best thing for everybody concerned so you don't get embarrassed if you just waddle on off to the dressing room.
Hey, whoa, look out! Little confrontation between Jim Cornette and Grimes.
Listen to me 1 second, because I want to talk to you here now. I didn't mean to offend you, and I'm sorry if I said anything wrong. But I think that before we make any foolish options this morning, before we make any bad choices, we should just look around us and consider our options and realize that we don't want violence to take place this morning, do we, Vic? So what the thing to do would be to just go ahead and let this...
Yeah, well, Cornette, you just talked your way into more trouble. Vic Grimes upset that Cornette has just kind of shoved him off there. It's not been a member of this group.
I'm glad I didn't have to slap the taste out of his mouth, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, you should be glad he didn't slap it out of your mouth, Cornette. Let's take a break, be back with more, and get all these guys and get out of here.
It's the Power Hour, show number 72, August the 28th, 1999. $9.99. Hey, everybody, Randy Hills and Adam Dunn. Right
Look at some
along
of the action coming up
the
around the territory.
studios
Beginning tonight, New
to
Daisy
bring you
Theater, we've
Power
already
Pro
talked about
Wrestling.
9 big matches, including a big marathon match. Brandon Baxter just talked about that, and Jim Cornette is not too happy about it, but that makes me happy that Cornette is not happy.
I know it.
The I Quit match, the stretcher match, that tournament we've talked about for the Young Guns Championship, it all happens tonight on Beale Street at the New Daisy Theater.
8 o'clock, the bell sounds, and it'll all kick off. You got the one-night tournament for the Young Guns Championship, all coming up tonight. 9 big matches, New Daisy on Beale Street. And also coming up this afternoon, Dave, over at Bell's Factory Outlet Mall.
Yeah, before the Beale Street action tonight, Tierney and Kulka, Mic Tierney, Glenn Kulka. So I don't know. I hope Cornette doesn't tag along with them too. They're going to be out at Bell's Factory Outlet Mall. That's exit 20. Canada Road, exit out in
Corey
Lakeland.
did a great
There's
job.
A big sports
Fantastic.
car show, baseball and sports cars.
Hey,
show.
Randy.
1 to 3 today. They will be at Bell's Factory Outlet Mall. That's off exit 20.
Yeah,
Canada
too
Road,
long-
Lakeland.
too long in the
Power
tooth,
Pro,
for sure.
Stars will be out there this afternoon.
Then after tonight, Power Pro goes up the way to Selmer, Tennessee, McNairy County Fair.
Oh, yeah.
Always a big fair up there. 7 o'clock is the bell time. Power Pro Wrestling. Spectacular. It's free with paid admission to the McNairy County Fair. September 1, Wednesday night, Power Pro right there in Selmer, Tennessee.
Then the following night, Thursday night, Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. This one's going to be at the National Guard Armory. Odds are even. It's presented by K-Fine. Advance tickets on sale at the National Guard Armory right now. Make your plans over northeastern Arkansas. Walnut Ridge, Thursday night.
Speaking of K-Fine, saw Gary Harpo around here a little earlier today.
Yeah.
I think he's in the house. Savannah, Tennessee, Friday, September 11th. Harding County Fair in Savannah. Jim Cornette is signed for the card there. Steve Bradley, Kurt Angle, Brandon Baxter, and many more of the Power Pro stars. September 11th, Savannah, Tennessee. Then back to Clarksdale, Mississippi, coming up Friday night, September 17th.
In the weeks ahead, that's exactly right, at the Civic Auditorium. Always a great time in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Don't forget, tonight, it's the New Daisy Theater. 9 big matches coming up. It should be a wild one coming up down there at the New Daisy Theater tonight. One of the guys that's going to be around, Cannonball. Let's listen to Cannonball right now.
Big Canadian pro football star, Glenn Kulka. Do you know what the scoop is, Kulka? You won't have to ask around. The scoop is tonight at the New Daisy Theater, Beale Street. It's me and you in the stretcher match. That means you're gonna feel the cannon, elbow, ball, straight from the top rope, right down to the cement floor, and you're gonna leave in the stretcher, and that's a payback for you and all your group that tried to take my leg off. Tonight, stretcher match, Kulka.
Cannonball is going to be there. He's going to be here right now going against that man right there. He's not too happy, I bet. Vic Grimes.
Yeah, how about the little turn down this morning on the Power Hour? Vic Grimes says, hey, how about me, Cornette? You got all your other guys out here. How about me joining the stable? And Jim says, oh, I don't think so.
Remember, Talking Memphis Wrestling tomorrow night at 7 Central. We will go in depth on a subject we started Friday night. Jerry Lawler's greatest feuds. This one will be backed by tons of video. Talking Memphis Wrestling tomorrow night.
Says, ring the bell, and here we go. On Power Pro Wrestling, Cannonball backs up Vic Grimes, goes after him there right in the corner.
Gerald, I appreciate that.
Cannonball back for a couple of weeks after a long absence.
You can't do live wrestling, studio wrestling at TV5. The studio has been converted in a new set. It would have to be a tape show or a satellite show taped on location. And those times are long gone for me. But I appreciate the comment, though, for sure.
And we heard Chris earlier.
Gerald, where you from, buddy?
Oh, he misses right there.
Yep, one time too many.
Tonight against Glenn Kulka. Stretcher match rules.
That's exactly right. A lot of interesting matches, a lot of stipulations on the matches on Beale Street tonight at the New Daisy Theater.
I like Vic Grimes a lot more as we watch this series.
To the midsection comes Chris the Dragon.
A work that Vic had in Power Pro Wrestling. I guess I was closed-minded in the new style, just didn't like, and so he got on my nerves a little bit. But he does real good stuff, and Cannonball did as well.
The Dragon Cannonball, and Cannonball, man, was looking good there for a moment, Dave. All his
yeah, by both wrestlers, but all of a sudden Vic Grimes grabs the upper hand. Can he capitalize now and take it to a 3 count and a victory? He leaves Cannonball there. Cannonball struggling, trying to get on his feet. He hasn't done it yet. Grimes off the ropes. He springs.
Oh!
Well, no, it was telegraphed. Vic Cannonball could see what he was doing, so Cannonball just moved out of the way.
Yeah, nobody home as he came off that top rope flying down. And Vic Grimes missed, and boy, look at Cannonball go with a couple of left hands on Grimes. He bags him up. Into the ropes he goes. Man, he just stops him like a Big Mac truck, runs right into him. We're going to see later today, Dave, the Power Pro Heavyweight Champion, Steve Bradley. Saw him out earlier today. Oh, with the top rope. Oh, Chris lands on his feet, though. Man, talk about great athleticism. Man.
Yeah. But down on the floor, that's where Vic Grimes likes to be, not in the ring.
He loves
on the floor, in the parking lot, in the back room, whatever. That's where Vic Grimes can find some way to get an advantage. See if he can do it here. They're out on the floor. The referee's told him to count on both of them.
It was great times, Gerald, and we appreciate it very much.
Out on that concrete floor, he suplexes him, and the referee says, ring the bell. That's a 10 count.
He just counted 10 on both wrestlers. This match is over. We are going to be back with more of the Power Hour. Cornette's not far away. Don't forget, we got lots more coming up. Mic Tierney will be here in a match a little bit later on, too.
Going to power drive him on that concrete over there. Oh,
Little sloppy on this Power Pro. I thought that.
It's Love It with Star.
Action was a little weak.
To your town. The perfect sports entertainment to raise money for your school or civic organization. Call 870-932-3028 today for more information. School leaders, civic group leaders, contact Power Pro Wrestling and bring the stars of Power Pro and the World Wrestling Federation to your hometown.
Here's Mic Tierney booked in an I Quit match tonight at the new Daisy Theater. An I Quit match. That's exactly right.
You're kidding me, aren't you, Dave?
No, that's what it is.
Wolfie D?
That's it.
Now, if I remember correctly, the last time we met, he was bloody unconscious. His mother called me and told me that he quit.
He didn't quit. He was unconscious, but he didn't quit.
Now, let me tell you something, Dave Brown. I've got something to say to Wolfie D. I mean, has he taken a good look at himself lately? I mean, he can't weigh more than 14 stone. He can't have more than an ounce of muscle on his entire body. And he wants to get into the ring with me. Let me tell you something, Dave Brown. I kill people for a living. That's what I do. Now, if he wants to
I have formats from the TV shows. I have the collection of Power Pro shows. That's about it.
Broken limbs. In fact, it's going to be his funeral.
It's going to be an I Quit match. He did not quit last time. I know you come out here all the time and say he did. He did not. He was knocked out. We'll settle it at the new Daisy Theater tonight. I Quit match. That's what's coming up tonight.
Also on our set here, we do have the statue that opened the classic Memphis Wrestling Show for many years.
How much punishment he can take. You know, if he's got so much bloody heart, why doesn't he get his butt out here right now and we'll have the I Quit match tonight?
Well, he's got more heart and guts than anybody else I know of, to tell you the truth.
Out here now.
Well,
let's finish it. What do you say, people?
I don't know.
I hear you out there running that big mouth of yours. You know, it's been the same old song and dance for the past 10 years, ever since I started in this business. Wolfie D, I can beat you because I'm bigger than you. Wolfie D, I can beat you because I'm stronger than you. Well, let me tell you something. You can go lift those 400-pound weights. You can lift those 500-pound dumbbells. But guess what? Them dumbbells ain't going to fight you back. Wolfie D's going to fight you back with everything he's got. And if today, on this television show, if you want me in that ring in front of all these people, I'm going to humiliate you, pal, because you left me laying in the ring. Oh, yes, you did. You left me laying in a bloody pile. But I did not give up. I did not quit like you're trying to tell everybody. I passed out from loss of blood and being beat up the whole match. Basically, I'll admit it. I was beat up by 10 other guys. But tonight, it's me and you right here in this ring. I'm going to look you right in the eye. You're going to have to look me in the eye. And let me tell you something. Come here, man. Come here. You see this young kid right here? You might can do something like that to him with somebody that's just starting out and just getting started in this business. But I've been around a while, man, and you ain't doing that to me. I'm here to tell you that Wolfie D is taking you to school because I'm cool like the water in a swimming pool.
All right, there's the word from Wolfie D right there.
Anytime, fun. If he wants more punishment, and bring it on, because that's my business. I'm ready for you, Wolfie. Come on, anytime.
Well, I think we're going to try to do it here coming up a little bit later on. Maybe a little bit later on in the match here today. Right now, it's 11 o'clock in Memphis, Tennessee, and that's the normal time we start. Here we are live in Midtown Memphis. That's the time we normally start the Power Hour. Today, we're on a half hour early due to commitments to NBC Sports. Next week, we will begin the Power Hour at our regular time. At the regular time next week. So keep that in mind. Because, and we've
I love using Sky-Fi. Look at Memphis, Tennessee, everybody. Fantastic.
The I Quit Challenge match later in the show, and Jim Cornette is in the house again.
Wait. That is the ugliest looking city I've ever seen in my life. That stinking shot of this crummy redneck one-horse town.
Then leave.
I'd love to leave, and I'm going to leave right after this event tonight at the New Daisy, I can assure you, on the first thing smoking. But there's a couple of things I want to do. First of all, I realize we were on a half an hour early this morning. I know a lot of people in Memphis aren't smart enough to be able to read their clock, probably can't figure out how to turn their TV on, so you might have missed some of the program. I know that these announcers are incapable of recapping the program to show you what you've missed. So since I, in addition to my other talents and capabilities, am also a professional announcer, I figured I would come out here and tell you what the highlight of the show has been. You know what the highlight of the show has been?
When you left last time, yeah. When you left.
Bradley, Colka, Tierney, we're the highlights all the time. You know what another highlight was? I'll tell you. It was when we put that stinking Olympian Kurt Angle on ice. Can we see that again? Do we have a shot? I'd love to see that tape again.
No, I don't know.
No, we don't. Well, that triggers because the announcers probably still hung over from crawling down the gutter in Beale Street last night. The director and the producer and everybody back there in the control room are obviously all hung over. But I'll guarantee you this, it's going to be a big night tonight at the New Daisy. Because Brandon Baxter, let's say I take you at your word. Let's say that Kurt Angle is going to be there tonight. It's going to be a marathon match. That means whoever wins the most falls in 30 minutes, Steve Bradley or Kurt Angle, is going to be the Power Pro champion. I got news for you. This man can go all night and then some. Just ask your sister, Angle, and I'm going to tell you something else. By the time he gets finished with you this time, Angle, you are going to rue the day that you ever left those pansy Olympics and came into a man's sport like professional wrestling. That's what's going to happen tonight.
Kurt Angle can take care of himself, I guarantee you, down at the New Daisy.
He has to take care of himself because no female will touch him.
Hey, Jimmy, you're forgetting one thing.
What?
There also seems to be another problem about tonight.
What?
You know, we got this main event, Kurt Angle, Steve Bradley, the marathon, but poor Brandon Baxter, apparently, he's going to be short a semi-main event because if Mic Tierney and Wolfie D get in there today, Wolfie D's not going to be able to make it tonight because Mic Tierney, he is a deadly assassin. He will cripple Wolfie D. He will have him injured to where he probably won't even be able to walk out of the studio.
There you go. So there you go, Baxter. You got no semifinal either, so you better get started getting on a phone, calling up your drunk friends and try to book some matches, pal.
Come on now,
Wolfie D's going to be crippled.
That was Buddy Wayne's ring.
Steve Bradley needs to do what Steve Bradley does best.
Later on, the WWE sent us a ring to use, so we used
like.
a
Let's
couple.
get him in the ring right now, as a matter of fact. Quit running your mouth out here. We've seen far too much of you today. We thought we had Cornette somewhat under control with Corey in charge of the company, but Corey's just hard to, it's hard to get the microphone away from James Cornette.
You're telling me, man, I'm telling you, this guy is something. I hear the music. It sounds like the Slickster. Slick Robbie D is in the house. Here he is, and he's got his hands full today. He's got the Power Pro champion, Steve Bradley, for our next action coming up on the Power Hour. We're on 30 minutes early today, but guess what? We're back at regular time.
Adam, has this been too much, Cornette?
We'll be back at our regular time for several weeks until the end of September when we have another schedule change, but we'll tell you about that in the weeks ahead.
The bell's down and Bell to Robbie D. Right in the back of the head.
Not yet.
He puts it on
I think in the weeks to
the
come we'll
turnbuckle he goes.
goes.
Robbie comes out of there, whips him to the other side. Look at this. Man.
About 2 months before this, a lot of people said too much Randy Hales, and you love that.
These are two of the most athletic wrestlers that we have in Power Pro Wrestling.
They can go. Look at this. Bradley sets him up. High in the air. He's got him. Robbie D sliding down the back there of Steve Bradley. And, man, he slams him down. Looks like he jammed his neck. He slammed him so hard there.
Yeah, man. He just kept moving him until he got him in position so he could slam him down to the mat. Now Bradley picking him up. He's strong. He slams Robbie D near the corner. Ooh.
Hey, look out.
Look in the parking lot. That's Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle has showed up. Off the top rope, flips Bradley. In case you're just joining us, there was a big attack on Kurt Angle last night in Blytheville, Arkansas. We showed it earlier in the kitchen of the...
Steve Bradley passed away years ago. I'm sorry to announce.
And Cornette and his guys, he and Bradley, engineered that whole thing last night. Saw a nice moonsault earlier from Bradley. Looked like he was going for the same thing, but Robbie D stops him. On the ropes, he's got him. Oh, and Bradley slams him down.
Steve Bradley on the top rope, springs off. Robbie D rolls toward him. Good move by Robbie.
He went for that springboard and nobody home. Robbie D gets out of there. He backs him up into the ropes. He goes. Flying elbow takes him down.
Steve's opponent in this match, Slick Robbie D, also has passed away.
Kurt Angle has just arrived. He is going to be looking for Bradley and Cornette for putting him in that freezer last night.
Oh, I'm sure he will. Look at this.
Ooh, a snap neck breaker.
Bradley hooks the leg. This could do it. That is a 3 count. You're talking about stopping a running horse. Robbie D came in focused, Dave, put up a good fight, but he didn't win the war because Bradley hooked the leg, got to 1, 2, 3, but man, it took him a tough time to do it.
And it tells you, though, that Bradley is the real deal. Here's the other real deal right here in Kurt Angle.
Ooh. Belly to belly. Look at Angle. He calls the referee.
Belly to belly suplex for everybody, it looks like.
Belly to belly from Angle. He came in. Oh, he's going up to Robbie D. Belly to belly on Robbie. Bruno. Look out, Bruno. He jumps in there and he grabs Bruno.
Kurt Angle is very, very upset.
He's got that. I can't blame him, Dave. These guys threw him in that freezer last night. Here comes Alan Steele and
other people trying to tell Kurt to come on. Let's get out of here, Kurt. But Kurt's hearing none of it.
He's upset. Kurt Angle.
That's exactly what I want to see with you. That is exactly what you've been missing, Kurt Angle. You've been missing the fire. You've been missing the determination. Don't let anybody screw with you anymore. That's what I want to see out of you.
Brady, you're damn right you see him firing me. I'm an angry man. You know, I'm tired of being a nice guy. You know what nice guys get? Absolutely nothing. They get their Power Pro belt taken away from them. And last night, a trip to the freezer, which wasn't a very pleasant experience. Well, tonight's a different story, Steve Bradley. Tonight's my night. It's my time to shine. 30-minute Iron Man match. That's right. And it'll seem like 3 days to you, Steve Bradley, when I'm kicking your butt from one end of Bill Street to the other. Yeah!
I've never seen Kurt Angle like that, Dave, ever since we've seen him. He hadn't been here long. I've never seen him like that. He is upset, let me tell you.
Marathon match tonight at the New Daisy. Back here in a moment.
Don't forget, Talking Memphis Wrestling tomorrow night. It's 7 Central Standard Time. The Randy Hill Show on Friday night. Also Wednesday morning, unless I'm mad at somebody, I will be planning to be on the front row with Bud Rowe and Randy Myers at 9 o'clock.
Seats down there tonight
But
at the
you never know.
Wednesday night, September 1st, Selmer, Tennessee, McNairy County Fair. Power Pro rolls to Selmer. 7 o'clock's the bell time. Big matches and free admission to Power Pro Wrestling with admission to the fair.
Then coming up Thursday night, September 2nd, Walnut Ridge, Arkansas at the National Guard Armory. The odds are even. It's presented by K-Fine.
September 11th, Savannah, Tennessee, Hardin County Fair. Their big lineup coming up in Savannah.
And then on Friday night, September 17th, back to the Civic Auditorium in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Don't forget, New Daisy tonight at 8 o'clock.
And hey, we've got action coming up in the ring right now on the Power Hour. Back at regular time again next week. In case you're just joining us, man, we've had a lot of things happen.
You know, Rod, I hadn't heard that.
And including a review of what happened last night as Cornette and Steve Bradley shoved Kurt Angle into a freezer over at Blytheville. And all of a sudden, Kurt Angle arrives very determined,
Revenge
very fired up.
No doubt about it.
He was after him here today. He cleared the ring out. Everybody that came in, even his friends, he sent them out. Here's Mic Tierney with Jim Cornette in the tennis racket. Oh, and Kevin Christian.
Yeah.
former matchmaker who you very wisely fired.
Christian, it's Mr. Christian. He's second in command.
He's
second in command of what?
Fired
He's
matchmaker.
not the second in command.
Command of your house when I bankrupt you.
Yeah, right.
Pretty soon.
Right. Well, the only way you can do that is come by my house. It's for sale right now, Cornette. Mic Tierney's in the ring with James E. Cornette, Kevin Christian's in there, and we are waiting his opponent today. Here he is! He's got a hubcap in hand. He rolls in there. It's Wolfie D from around the way. Look at Wolfie go.
This
With
match
Tierney in.
was booked for the New Daisy tonight, but Tierney said, "You're so tough. Come on out here today."
Yeah.
Wolfie D said, "I'll be there." Here they are.
Leapfrog, followed by a hip toss. Good move from Wolfie. And look at Wolfie
What
D
a hell
go.
of a
He
daggum
bounces
talent
off the
Wolfie D is.
rope.
No doubt about it.
Tierney down.
Tag team of
Talk about
PG-13,
the
they were
old
great.
David Goliath
Whenever we put him
story.
in single
Wolfie is
situations, he
putting it
was
on the
great.
big guy.
Whether it was USWA, the program he did with Dundee.
Followed by a right hand.
Wolfie D,
Sick and
just
tired of
an
one thing of
excellent,
Tierney out here
excellent
running
talent.
his mouth saying that Wolfie quit that last match. Tierney must have said that 20
Mic Tierney,
times.
I can't
And it
believe he
didn't happen
didn't
that
go
way.
to the WWE main roster.
he's gotta
He
be one
is
of those
just,
originals.
everything he does is so
That
believable.
may be it.
But I
He's
guess
going
that
after
wasn't
that
important to
song.
the
Wolfie gets
WWF
over
at
to
the
the
time.
turnbuckle.
He ran his face into the top turnbuckle.
See,
That
this
gets him
seems
a break.
like a
That's
fight.
the same move
That's
that he
what
used
the
on Wolfie
wrestling
some time ago.
business
A few
is
weeks
missing.
ago with the New Day.
Oh, it does look like a fight.
It
You know
didn't
it's
work
not a
this
fight
time.
when they're not selling anything.
Wolfie still going. He stands over
You
Mic
can look
Tierney.
at it that way, too.
Cornette tries
to
the leg.
He tried to trip him,
Yeah.
but Wolfie caught himself.
See, that's
Look
the
out.
kind of stuff you hate about Cornette and these guys. Had a good match going on, and he interferes in the thing, Dave.
Allowing Tierney from behind to nail Wolfie D.
Look at this. Man, he just slammed Wolfie down. Wolfie D down in the middle of the ring, and Cornette continues to agonize him over there. He's just
Appreciate
screaming
that,
and
man.
yelling all in
You
his
know, it's
face.
growing on me. I kind of
Wolfie
think
D.
that I padded,
Tierney
since
round
we
behind. He
came
going for
on
another
30
one of
minutes
those
late.
submissions. Got a
I
big
think I
man
just
master of it.
Yeah, he does.
went
You
through the
called it
motion the first
He
30
pulled another
minutes,
one
but
of those
since
submission
the
holds.
last 30 minutes have been
Wolfie
real
had a
good.
boot over the
And I'm not
bottom
saying the
rope,
first
so
30
the
minutes
referee
were
broke the
bad.
hold. Tierney unhappy about
It was just
that.
there.
What a smart move from Wolfie.
And a correct call by the official.
Wolfie
This is a great
backed up
match.
against
This
the ropes,
Mick
and into
is
the
just
ropes he goes.
unbelievable. I wouldn't say we
And
missed the
Tierney, the
bait
big
boat
Irishman,
because he was
stops him as
figured
he
in
comes
the whole
down.
time. I think other
Big
people
night
missed the
tonight
boat
at the New Daisy
by
on
not
Bill
moving
Street,
him
Dave.
up.
We got 9 big matches
Was he
tonight,
too similar,
including that
Adam,
one-night
to
tournament
other
for the
people on the
Power
roster
Pro
at the WWF?
Guns
Why?
Championship.
Was he
And a lot
too
of guys
up
said,
there in
"Hey,
age
I'm
for
throwing my hat in
Vince's
the ring.
face?
I want to be in this
Why
thing."
in the world?
I would say
Tonight at the New
maybe
Daisy.
the
Look at
age.
that move.
Because
Big
I don't think
power
there was
bomb
too
by
many
Mic
guys
Tierney
like
leaves
him.
Wolfie lying near the
But
center
I mean,
of
he
the ring.
certainly checks all the other boxes. Big,
Referee
huge,
Aubrey
strong
Wayne checked
guy.
with him, but he didn't
I mean,
give it
yeah,
up.
you know, he's almost like
He didn't
a
give it up.
Cornette screaming and
street
yelling
fighter.
to the top of his lungs.
Everything he does looks believable,
And
and he
another
looks like the
submission
last
hold.
guy
He's
you'd
got
ever
him
want to run
again on
into.
Wolfie.
Same
Wolfie
hole, it's
came in
dangerous.
with a lot of fire, but
Wolfie
Tierney
reaching for the ropes.
has been able to stay.
He got
the
him.
rope.
Hold must be broken. Wolfie grabbed that bottom rope. Great move by Wolfie D. That's a hold that cuts off your oxygen. That's what happened to Wolfie at the New Daisy last time. He cut off the oxygen. He passed out. He didn't quit. Around behind, Wolfie D.
He slips behind him. He's got the big guy. Look at Wolfie. He gets him down.
He's got the hold on Mic Tierney.
He's got his own hold on him. Here comes Bradley
Oh,
and
Steve
Coca.
Bradley and Glenn Coca.
Cornette's whole crew jumps in. And Jim Cornette jumps in as well. He's got the tennis racket. Kevin Christian picks up that flagpole.
Wolfie D may have had a victory there over Tierney.
No
But
doubt
all
about
of a sudden, here comes his partner.
Wolfie's
Tierney
in trouble big
had
time,
Polka
Dave.
come running in here. Yeah, he's in real big trouble because he
Look
doesn't
at
have any
that
help.
bump
Got
by
12
Aubrey.
against 1. We're ringing the bell. Maybe we can get some help for Wolfie because he has taken a pound. Here comes newcomer Jay Gillette.
Jay Gillette starts in there, but he's knocked back. Here
He
comes
doesn't
Alan Steele. They
Kevin
nail
Christian.
him. They can't even get in the ring.
Yeah.
They're knocked back off the ring apron. Meanwhile, everybody continues
Come
to
on,
work
Cornette.
on Wolfie D.
Cornette, the ring leader, he nails Alan Steele with that tennis racket. And man, they slam Wolfie D down.
Cornette
I always
and his crew
loved
running
King
wide.
of the
There's
Mountain when we
Wolfie
did
D.
that. Always loved it.
They go after him. They don't even let him get in the ring. Alan Steele tries again. Kolka after him and pounds him across the back.
Here's CB Wyatt out.
Nobody can get in there to help Wolfie D.
I'm telling you. Here's Derek King.
Oh, that
Kevin
didn't last
Christian
long.
stops it. Here's Big Grimes.
Big Grimes is in the ring.
Big Grimes. Can you believe that?
And all of a sudden, Cornette has said, time to leave.
Let's get out of here, guys. Look at this. Backdrop from Big Grimes. He grabs Kolka. Whips clean Kolka in. That's going to even things up. I can't believe my eyes, Dave.
Big Grimes. He was snubbed by Jim Cornette earlier today.
What?
And it looks like he's out here to pay it back, going against the Power Pro champion.
What a bump that was. Jesus Christ.
He threw him over that top rope, just like he was nothing, man.
And there goes Cornette.
They're out of here.
Steve Bradley in tow, dragging him out of here.
The fans love
Big
it.
Grimes has saved the day.
Vicious Big Grimes. Let's see if we can get a word from him. Here he is.
I'm sick and tired of this! Wolfie D! Wolfie D! You've been standing alone for a long time! You've been standing alone! Those idiots want to dance with the vicious one! They want to play with me! Well, tonight, let's change the card. Me and you, baby. Let's lock horns and dance on their face!
Oh, you as partners.
Let's dance on their face! Tag team style! What do you say? What do you say, Wolfie?
Crowd loves the idea.
The fans say yeah.
What do you think, Wolfie?
Well, what do you people think?
No scalpel matches in Power Pro,
I've
Rod.
been in the ring with you, against you. If you fight as hard with me as you did against me, we will run them clean out of Memphis, baby.
All right, card change tonight. Vice President, can they do that?
Oh, yes, that sounds good to me, man.
Kill someone tonight!
I can't believe it. It's my only thing. Big Grimes and Wolfie D. Talk about a tag team. That's going to be awesome.
Coming up tonight. Listen, we're going to take a quick break. Who knows what else might be coming up here on the Power Hour. Don't go away.
No.
As we get in probably to our last segment of Power Pro Wrestling, appreciate all our friends, Rod, Greg,
Panetta,
Al, Rod, everybody watching today, appreciate it very much. This match, as a matter of fact, is Glenn Kolka against Alan Steele.
11:30 on Wednesday. Just make a note of that, all right? The Rock will be in town. Alan Steele climbs up to go against Glenn Kolka. Here is a very unhappy James Cornette. Mic Tierney is out here. Kevin Christian.
I suppose that it's your idea of a good time, it's your idea of a lot of fun to have that big, fat, overgrown freak from someplace out in Oakland, California or something come in here and take every kind of weapon in the world. He had brass knuckles. I know he had a chain in his pocket. He had a tire tool stuck in his
Oh, no, he didn't, Cornette.
I think they're going to make a formidable team. I think you know that, and I think that's why you're out here screaming and sweating. You are a very nervous young man right now.
Well, yeah, the operative word is young. I'm younger than you, but of course that's not saying much, but I'm going to tell you this.
Not much younger.
Tonight at the New Daisy Theater down there on Beale Street, the home of these drunken Memphis rednecks. If you want to fight Wolfie D, if you want to, I can't insult them. They do a good enough job of that. I can't make fools out of Mother Nature beat me to it. If Wolfie
Hey,
D,
come on. Get that thing out of here.
fat, overgrown imbecile Vic Grimes with not one brain cell left in his fried out brain. You've been to too many dead shows, Vic. If they want to fight at the New Daisy tonight, then by gum, brother, we'll give it to them. One way or another, we're going to cripple somebody. I promise you.
Well, I'll tell you this. They do want to fight, Cornette. That's why they're showing up, because you and your crew jump in 4 or 5 against 1. Vic just came out to even things up, and he is going to be there tonight. You're right.
And all your insults is how you got yourself in this trouble to begin with.
In the first place, that's right.
I hate you.
Well, I hate you too. Well, get out of here.
You're
Who
fired.
cares?
You're working for Cornette, but you're not working for us.
All I got to say is tonight there's going to be something.
Hey, let me tell you, you get out of here, Cornette.
Oh, man, we haven't been able to pay attention to the matchup here, but I tell you, on paper, it looked like a mismatch. Alan Steele against Colca. Alan,
and one
fine
thing,
young man.
There's not a referee in the ring because Aubrey Wayne came out and, oh, look at this.
Vic Grimes with a chair, Wolfie D with a hubcap. That's going to be the end of the match.
Oh, that's going to do it.
There's no referee anyway.
He gets out of here. He and Colca.
Wolfie has got Tierney down here on the floor.
He's got Tierney. Look at Cornette with that tennis racket. Big Grimes nails Colca. It's going to be Big Grimes and Wolfie D teaming up tonight at the New Daisy on Phil.
Wolfie D throwing the Canadian flag at James Cornette.
He chucked that flag at Cornette.
Hubcap to the head as Wolfie goes after Mic Tierney.
We're out of time, Dave Brown. How about that?
Regular time next week. This will be continued tonight at 8 o'clock on Beale Street at the New Daisy.
Adam will tell you what he thought of the show. Then he'll preview next week's show. Then we'll get the hell out of here.
All right. So, yeah, great show today. Like Randy said, we kind of started a little slower because we come on at 10:30. But, man, once 11 o'clock hit, the action didn't let up for the next half hour. And coming up next week will be the September 4th, 1999 edition. Lance Jade will be back. We haven't seen Lance Jade around in quite a while. He'll make his return. We'll see Steve Bradley, Glenn Colca, and Mic Tierney. They'll be in action against Vic Grimes, Kurt Angle, and Wolfie D. We'll see Derek King going against Kid Wicked. Brandon Baxter and Tony Falk will be around. We'll see Tony Falk back. And we'll have a number one contender match, Kurt Angle versus Wolfie D. All that coming up next week right here, Randy.
All right, it'll be great. No doubt that I'm looking forward to it next Monday. Also looking forward to talking Memphis Wrestling. We'll take a video look and also discuss Jerry Lawler's greatest feuds, a lot of other things planned for that. Tentatively, I will be on the front row with Bud Rowe and Randy Myers at 953theticket.com on Wednesday. Then on Friday, it will be the Randy Hale Show at 6 o'clock, the interactive show that you guys are the stars. I'm going to need a 6 o'clock guest because Rod can't be on there. So I'll need a 6 o'clock guest. Want new people to be able to get on this week's show. Have people from Spain, from Nebraska, from Kentucky, from all over. No doubt about it. Appreciate everything Adam Dunn does. Appreciate you. Until then, Randy Hills, in the words of Lance Russell, saying, bye-bye, everybody.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.